In today's episode, we're heading to Switzerland to uncover the story of an abandoned palace standing alongside the foothills of the Swiss Alps. In the 19th century, the Giorgina family left the quiet plains of Italy, chasing new opportunities in this breathtaking part of the world. Business, politics, and a landscape where the flatlands collide with jagged peaks. It was all waiting for them just beyond the border. In 1854, they constructed a grand Italian palace, a slice of their homeland brought to life on foreign soil. At its peak, this place was alive, with over 40 family members under one roof. But time, as it always does, moved on. The family remained influential for decades, but as younger generations sought their own futures, the palace began to empty. By the early 2000s, it was only Mr. Marco Giorgina that remained, clinging to the fading memories of what once had been. And when he passed away in 2003, the family's chapter here quietly closed, leaving the house to the slow surrender to nature, a once grand legacy now fading into the earth. For over 20 years, this home that once echoed with life is now silent, and the air is thick with the smell of decay. And now, here we are, standing at its doorstep. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Switzerland. After a quick little hike through these woods, we're now about to approach this palace from the rear. This is what we got. It looks tiny from this perspective, but I assure you this place is huge. We're about to be in for quite an exploration. And we have a way inside. So let's get in there and start this exploration. Squeeze this little doorway here. And it looks like we're already in like a children's room. Bunk beds, really cool curtains. And look how all the nature is coming in on this building. I mean, it's completely overgrown all around it. It's like the woods around it is just completely swallowing this place. That's an interesting light fixture. And already we have really cool looking tile. I bet you this place is gonna be full of that. And of course, wallpaper. You guys know I love wallpaper. I love this bathroom here with the clawfoot tub, the mosaic tile. Seems like we're on like a very tight end of the house. Like a little corridor that was maybe built onto the original structure. It looks like we have another kids' room here with yet again an interesting light fixture. And this place, I bet you, is going to be full of antiques, just like the rest of the places that we've explored in Europe. No clothes so far, so maybe they took all their clothes when they left, or maybe they were all taken, hopefully donated. You can see all this water damage. And this building is very old, guys. And nature has definitely gotten to it. We have a cabinet here with a marble top. It's a pretty nice piece. Oh wow, guys. This bedroom. This is incredible. And look at this chandelier with all this water damage around it. Just a whole maze of cobwebs lining the ceiling. And these old beds. A lot of these books that we're probably going to see in this house are in Italian because we're so close to the border. We're almost in Italy, but not quite.
Okay.
Of course, this is an Italian-style palace. And speaking of Italian style, look at this mural on the ceiling. I didn't even notice that until now. It's all chipping away. Wow. Just the attention to detail, guys. I say it all the time, but these people really cared about detail. And look at this. This is not wallpaper. This is all hand painted. All throughout this hallway, up here as well. I bet we're in for some murals today. We have a huge bathroom. Such a pretty room. The chandelier's been taken. But it's such a beautiful room. And this bathroom is massive. I love this vanity here. It's so elegant. Really cool furniture. Of course, we have the toilet here and a wall to separate it. Interesting. Almost as though other people were in the bathroom while someone was using the toilet. We have a room here with herringbone floor. And guys, this is definitely smashed up. It looks like we have vandals that have come in and just absolutely ravaged this room. But they didn't get this cool Art Deco-y light fixture. Very neat looking wallpaper. I love how warm this room is. Ooh, I love this, like this almost pinkish tan countertop. I imagine the family took everything before they left. I love these double doors. It looks like they lead right into the master bedroom. This is an amazing room. Wow. Wonder what this right here is for. Oh, it's the light. Very cool. And again, this is all hand-painted detail. Someone came with plaster, went along, texturized it, and then painted over it. It's beautiful. I love how everything matches. Everything is so cohesive. All the furniture, the wallpaper, the chandeliers. And a pop of color from the green granite countertop. And check this out, it looks like the family crest. This symbol is in every piece of furniture in this room, including the bed here. This gold symbol, with the gold curtains behind it. This is incredible. People would pay top dollar to own this type of furniture. Ooh, and look at this. How this glass frame goes around the window. So neat. I've never seen anything like that before. And what an interesting chandelier we have up top. It's so tiny. You would think there would be a massive ornate chandelier hanging from up top, especially for the master bedroom. Little things like that just give this room personality. Really neat room. Now we're back in the hallway here. It looks like we have bedrooms off in here, but that door is locked, so we'll just have to go around it. I love this long hallway that stretches across the house. And this is interesting, these bedrooms have windows going out into the hallway. This house is it's like built like a hotel. I love this coat rack here with these little figures. Really cool. Let's see these bedrooms here, shall we? Wow, every single room that we've been in so far, with the exception of that one smashed up room, is a complete time capsule. And look at this, up above, deer antlers, still on the wall. Things like this usually get looted, like right away, but not this place. And again, amazing furniture. Looks like we have tiger wood with white marble. Of course, a matching wardrobe. It looks like every drawer up on this floor has been completely cleaned out. These matching beds. This wood is beautiful. And if you notice here, how these light switches are all external. These small piping, it's all external on the walls. It's not built into the walls because this house was built long before electricity even existed. Oh, I love this room. Nice and floral. And again, a matching wardrobe. It looks just like the one in the room that we just left. Look at these windows here. How it has that wave in it. These are very old single pane windows. Really check out the back of this wallpaper. It's old newspapers to line the walls. And let's see if we can have some dates on these newspapers. Oh, we have April 1969. Yeah, it looks like they're all 1969. That's so neat. Oh, and I didn't notice this chandelier. Look at this, guys. These faces in this chandelier. What a beautiful piece. Oh, and guys, look at this stairway. This rope. I've honestly have never seen this in an abandoned building before. I've seen the mounts for this, but the rope is always gone. And this one, it's here, even on both sides. We'll go check out the downstairs here in a second, but first let's keep going throughout the top floor of this place. Ooh, we have a moody study room. And look at this wallpaper, how it matches this furnace. What an amazing piece. Oh, wow, guys, and look, there's firewood still inside. My God, this is so cool. Hey guys, people pay top dollar for pieces like this, and it's just sitting abandoned in this house, slowly being taken over by nature. Looks like we have a book about animals. No, I don't know what this book's about. This is where I wish I could speak Italian, or read it at least. And I love this little lamp here on the desk. I don't know what these little guys are. Yeah, if anyone knows what this stuff is, or recognizes what this might be, let me know in the comments below. Very curious about that. I love the pink velvet top on the desk. Of course, to go perfectly along with the pink wallpaper. So cool. I'm loving this house so far. And this place is magical with the church bell in the background. I love Europe. Like, even the sounds of these abandoned places are incredible. Oh, and this is a really neat room. This deep red chandelier going perfectly along with this very dark, moody, almost red furniture that's in here. Really cool pieces. And this like burnt orange granite. And a little reading area. I imagine at one time this was completely lined with books. Maybe this shelf by the windowsill was as well. Wow. Guys, the pieces in this house. I mean, come on, look at this. Incredible. And this red glass window on this. So neat. And look at this elegant chandelier with this border all on the ceiling. Again, even in these upper rooms that probably didn't get much foot traffic, they still put so much attention to detail. It looks like a very large bedroom up here. So it looks like we've now covered the whole top floor. Well, actually, with the exception of the attic, I believe. So we might as well go up there now and then go downstairs and see the rest of the house after the attic. I imagine there's probably bedrooms upstairs. Yeah, this definitely looks like living quarters and not storage. Yeah, we got another bedroom. Very interesting. It looks like maybe some teenagers lived in here, or maybe some kids. Oh, and look at this magazine collection. It looks like it's an entire collection of like war magazines, maybe. It looks like these are. So cool looking. And look at this, guys. The date on this is April 1917. Guys, this magazine is World War I era magazines. Let's see what's inside of this thing. Oh, this is so cool. Look at that. It's photos of very old original tanks. So yeah, this is a book on World War I. Maybe some type of like recruitment book, or maybe I don't know, some type of breakdown of what was going on at the time during World War I. This is very cool. March 1917. Just in this house like this. There's so many of them. This one's 1919, and look how well preserved they are. I mean, these things are in excellent condition. Check it out. This is during a time when they used horses in war. I mean, there's a huge collection of magazines in here, and you can't even get in that one. This one's a complete time capsule, completely sealed up. This is the most personal room that we've found so far. These books are so cool looking. This one's from 1932. Oh, I love this artwork on the front of it. So cool. It's like a small museum in this room. Let's see what's in the rest of this attic. A lot of the furniture throughout this house all looks very similar. It looks like we have more storage space back here. Or maybe this was like some type of like workspace. It looks like a lot of this stuff was added on. Maybe these rooms were new additions to the house. A little bit of furniture storage back here. Yeah, maybe some furniture repair that was going on in this house too. Look how old these pieces are, just hanging out back here. And look at this one. Just hidden treasures all throughout this house. What's in this huge trunk? I'm not sure what this is. Oh, it looks like window curtains. Really big window curtains. So much furniture storage. Like, just this attic alone is full of so much treasure. Oh, and this is neat. This whole other nook right here. And this is a little creepy. Someone's old walker. Shit. Sorry. Shit. I mean, it's a maze up in this attic. My God, how much storage do you need for a house? It's a huge wardrobe. You can fit like 2 of me in there. Okay, it looks like we've reached the end of the attic, but look how old this building is and look how it was structured. These old trees, probably cut down really close to this place. And this is the underside of the terracotta tiling that's on the roof. So cool to see the infrastructure of these old buildings. All right, back over here now. Down this amazing stairway with the red carpet. So royal. And look at that small chandelier. I imagine at one point there was probably crystals hanging from that. It was probably a magnificent chandelier. I love this marble lining all along the stairway. Wow. Oh, and check this out. We have another mural here. And look, these 2 women in the mural. This is wild, guys. Could you imagine just in your home having a hand-painted mural like this? Lots of storage in this house. And look at the stairs from this angle. Even the bottom of the stairs is all painted. So much attention to detail. And I love this old, elegant chandelier. And how this deep red wall contrasts with this almost emerald green ceiling. So beautiful. Really bold colors in this house. Even this radiator heater was painted red. And you can see after years and years of water damage, this wall is just crumbling. But yet this room is a complete time capsule. It looks like this at one point was an old grandfather clock. It looks like someone took the internal parts out of it. Of course, there's a piano. There's always a piano. This is a really neat looking chandelier in this room. A purple chandelier against these blue walls. And these pianos in these houses are so old. It's still semi in tune. This one's from 1906. And a lot of these old pianos in these houses were locally made. You won't find any other piano like this in the world. And of course, we have a window lined with cobwebs. It's so Europe. And this beautiful stained glass. And look at these details in the window. So pretty. There's so much about this house that reminds me of an old hotel. Oh, what a beautiful room. Look at these ceilings. I mean, who needs artwork on the walls when you have this up above? This was definitely a dining room. Just judging by the type of art. And this beautiful fireplace. Look how colorful it is with this orange granite and this mosaic tiling. I love the pop of colors that's all throughout this house. Of course, a big radiator heater. And this right here, I imagine you would put a hot plate in here, or maybe a tray to keep the food warm. And maybe a kettle of tea up top. I can only imagine what this room looked like back in the day. I imagine there was a big dining room table right here in the floor, a warm glow from the fireplace. And you see there's no light fixtures in this room, so all the lighting was horizontal from lamps and maybe candles. And here I imagine there was a big china cabinet full of plates and dishes and the fine silverware here. So if the dining room's here, the kitchen must be close by. We have these little figures on the coat rack again. I mean, the amount of furniture that's in this house. And check this out. On the back of this, behind this glass, is nature artwork. Oh, and on this one too. It's so cool, so neat. And look at all the attention to detail in these pieces. This is incredible. All hand carved. And this is art in and of itself. You got some mosaic tiling on the floor here in this room. And this, I'm not really sure what this room might have been originally. You know, this is probably like a tea room or a breakfast room with this big view of the street below. And it looks like there used to be a fireplace over there in the corner, and at some point they covered it up. Of course, we got a TV in the breakfast room, a little oven, some storage for maybe teacups. And it looks like here was probably some type of maybe a pantry. Yeah, it looks like they probably stored a bunch of canned goods, jarred goods, pastas, ingredients, flours, alcohol, beer. Yeah, imagine this was an all-around utility / maybe pantry. And here is the kitchen, which honestly isn't that glamorous. I gotta say, this is probably the least glamorous part of the house that we've seen so far. But this one's very utilitarian. And it's fairly modern, which leads me to believe that this house wasn't abandoned as long ago as I first thought. But obviously when I get home, I'll do all the research and find out exactly when this place was forgotten. There was a lot of mouths to feed in this house. I mean, we've probably seen 10 bedrooms, maybe even more, and all of them are full of beds, which tells us that there was a lot of people living here at once. Of course, one washing machine for the entire house. That's wild. And a small bathroom here. So if we go back through this room here, there's a whole other hallway that leads to an entirely different section of the house. But then we have this area as well. A courtyard, maybe a small study that's been completely cleaned out. Still cool though. I mean, look at this. It looks like burlap on the walls. Of course, we have murals. We have this again. And then we have this office. How cool is this? with this mosaic tiling on the floor and all the books still left behind. And guys, if I could read any of these books, I would probably spend hours in this room alone. It looks like a solid mixture of Italian and French books. And look, some of these are so old. Another museum section of the house. I'd say so far, this is probably the most personalized room of the house. Just kind of giving us a small window into what this person was interested in, what he fed his brain with, and a little bit of how he thought. This is cool. It's a book on stamps. It's back before you could just Google all this stuff. So neat. And down this hallway, we have another section of the house. But first, let's go check out the bar. So back through here, we have that courtyard. And out these doors are now in a whole other world of this house. And I imagine back in the day, there was an elaborate garden back here, maybe lawn chairs, furniture, places you can come out here and drink tea in the morning, maybe read. It looks like here, there might have been some type of fountain at one point. This is all eroded away concrete. Maybe some type of statue stood there. And look, looks like an old ping pong paddle. Maybe they had games out here at one point. And this stairway that leads up into the woods back there. But this over here is one of the most incredible things I've ever found in an abandoned house like this. Check this out. So we have this hanger style. It looks like maybe a garden shed, but it's not, because look at this. It almost looks like a baptismal. Maybe they're using this at one point to take baths in, maybe for garden supplies. I'm not really sure, but here we have a cellar, and we've now entered the wine cellar. And these bottles right here are unopened. All unopened. It looks like this is probably some type of beer that's in here. Some more wine. And there's no telling how long this stuff has been sitting down here. This one right here is 1986. So at least up till 86. And we have this old barrel here, which I'm not really sure what this thing would be used for. If anyone has a guess, let me know in the comments below. And then here is the part that I'm really looking forward to showing you guys. Through these doors is a hidden bar in this house. And check this out. It's an old bar made of a barrel. Looks like an old ship barrel. And these bar stools with all these signs. This one right here's, this one's an old Scotch sign. More Scotch here. I think they really liked Dimple. And all this back here look at this. It's an old beer pitcher. It's an original wooden one. I've never seen one of these in real life before. Guys, we are in a museum. And this bottle here, with years of candle wax collecting on it. And this looks like an old lamp. And it looks like this might have been a gas heater. So as everyone's lined up here at the bar, they have a small space heater here. And another bottle here with years of candle wax. I mean, look how thick this wax is that's collected on this bottle. This is insane. I've never seen anything like this in my life. And look how they've decorated the walls with bamboo. And you can see how these little light fixtures were installed in this thing. And that wire goes back behind there to who knows where. Because again, there's no electricity installed in this building. I mean, this place is remarkable. I mean, we're in a museum right now, guys. Look at this scale. So cool. Looks like right here is probably maybe more alcohol. Maybe an alcohol poster. Some bench style seating here. And look at the back of the door. Stickers. I wonder what Maddox is. There's a Maddox sticker there, and there's also a poster right here of it. It looks very 60s, maybe 70s. Look, there's a disco club membership card. I mean, this is so neat, guys. This was the hangout. And I wonder if this bar was some type of secret bar during maybe hard times or maybe during a war at some point. I mean, this bar has been here for a long, long time. This is one of the coolest things that I've found in an abandoned house by far. So now we're coming back into the courtyard, but we have another mind-blowing spot of the house, and I've saved the best for last, so get ready for this. All right, now coming back through this first floor hallway, this very beautiful hallway with the chandeliers, murals up top, of course, and I love how this lighting is coming in through these overgrown trees that are covering the window. And down here is the main entrance of the house. And it is an incredible, incredible room. Welcome to the main room of the house. And it has this huge fireplace with this beautiful mirror. This room is so perfectly preserved. And if you notice, there's a jewel on top of that mirror up there that matches the jewel on these chairs as well. In this whole room, all this furniture was designed in conjunction with the decor. If that's not dedication, I don't know what is. And here he is, the last owner of this house. Look at this beautiful tiling that's all on the floor. What a magical room. And I've got to say, I've never seen a chandelier that looks like this. It's so beautiful and so perfectly preserved. With all these gold floral designs on it. Not to mention the murals that are up top. I mean, it is magical. It looks like dragons that have been hand painted all on the ceiling. And this is the grand entrance of the house. It's interesting because this is actually a fairly small doorway. But I love the curtains that wrap around it. And this is what you see when you first walk into the door. And look how this was the original painting on the wall. And then at some point, they came and put wallpaper over it. There's no telling when this was originally done. And I love how the wallpaper is tearing apart, like revealing what was behind it originally. It's just layers of history that's in this house. Look how beautiful this granite fireplace is. And this deep mahogany wood. We have a perfectly preserved cabinet. I mean, guys, look how immaculate this thing is. There's hardly even any dust on it. And again, there's that detail on the top to match all the rest of the furniture in this room. And one lone book in this entire room. And here we have yet another incredible room of the house. So beautiful in here. And again, who needs artwork when you have this beautiful stained glass and all these amazing details in the wood? And this is pearl inlay right there. And this textured tiling. Over here too. And all around the room. And look how clean these mirrors are in here. This one and the main room are the most preserved rooms in the house. It almost looks like they shut the doors just yesterday. It's just mind-blowing that this place is left behind like this. This beautiful, elegant palace, now lost to time, with all this amazing artwork still left inside.